All right, gents, this is part 73 and a half or whatever of the small block Ford 408 Windsor build with some Holly goodness, trick flow goodness, forged internals, and ATI damper that I've been fighting a little bit, and CVF all-inclusive Raptor serpentine setup that I've also been fighting a little bit. So if you watched the previous videos, you know that I had the weird issues with this super dampers hub. You can see my timing lines up beautifully now. We're at top dead center. And my hub, you can see in there, it's not stick out all crazy. So if you're wondering, if you're running a 351 late model block, the hub part number that you need is 916561. That measures where's that? 3.5 inches. The original damper hub measured 4 and 115 thou. So I know I posted to Facebook looking for information, and I was mainly looking to get the question answered that I thought was the case, was that I had the wrong part number, which was what it was, because people were questioning whether or not I had seated the hub all the way against the crank, which I felt 99% sure I was, but I did not actually take measurements and compare after install measurements to make sure I 100% seated it. It's pretty much like whenever you're driving a nail in, it only goes so far and then you're bottoming it out though. And with the amount of force I was putting on it, unless there was some kind of physical mechanical issue preventing it from seating further, it was seated. Not to mention I had an overboard hub that I screwed up and had to order a different one, and I could slip that on by hand, and I want to say it stuck out the exact same amount. Sure enough it did, because I took measurements before pulling it. That's what you see all this goodness for, and did calculations, and it came out to be like 5 thousandths of difference, and that could be due to my measuring because I'm using a caliper to measure and not micrometers and whatnot. But needless to say, it was seated, and it would have worked, but it stuck my damper out, this far. So on to the next issue, because I have this spacer here from CVF, it's crank pulley, and as you can see, it don't line up. The downside is neither do these, so it's not just the crank, but I have issues with alignment on these pulleys. You can see them by just looking at them, because this water pump, as you can see, good chunk of gap, versus that's pretty tight, versus that's pretty tight. And you can't really see too much of that one, but it sticks out a ways. So that one and the water pump you can visually see stick out a ways. And I took measurements, so calm down, I'm not just eyeballing this. All the measurements, by the way, are taken off of this main mounting plate, which should be the same across the board, to this first rib. You can't measure to the edge of the pulley because the pulley thicknesses are different, but this first rib should be the same on all of them. That's what is your alignment. So my AC was 0.3 inch, we got 0.3 inch on the alt, 0.4 and 0.4 on the water pump and the power steering. And current measurement with the new crank and new hub and the new ATI damper and all installed is like 0.75 inch, which is 3/4. So it is 3/4 of an inch off of this plate. All right. So what I figured is the only way I can move like the alternator and the AC out further is to shim the main plate. And it's spaced off by these, I don't know if you can see these, that aluminum spacer there. There's one down over here. There is this little one right here, and then another one right over here. So I would have to space those out and kick the plate out more to make the alternator and the AC line up the water pump. That's one option. And since they're 0.1 inch off, I would have to move it out 50 thou. So 0.05 inch. That would technically bring this one 50 thou back towards the plate and bring these 50 thou out towards the water pump alignment. All right. So that's one option. So longer spacers, or use like washers or shims, which isn't the prettiest, but I mean, it'll work. Option number 2, take this water pump pulley off. I do have a mill. I can machine off 100 thou of an inch, so 0.1 inch off the back of this. I haven't taken a measurement to see how thick the front flange is, or the front face of this is, to see if that would weaken the pulley too much. I don't think it would, but it's a possibility. So I have to consider that. It does have this on the face of it as well that kind of clamps against it. So I feel like that adds a little bit of strength to it by that, because it kind of acts as like a washer. And then this, the power steering pump, I could technically shim off by putting washers between that and the bracket to move this pulley back further. And then as for the crank, the only way that's getting fixed is they send me a new spacer, or I get my lathe hooked up, wired up, and I take roughly 400 thou off of that, which would be a pain because it actually has, it's not just flat on the back, it has grooves to align it to the damper. But that's where I'm at on this. I called CVF and they're apparently really busy right now, short staffed, and people are calling right now. When I called, I was like caller 6 in the queue. So I just left a voicemail. He called me back and pretty much said he had too much and was overwhelmed. He wouldn't be able to calculate everything over the phone. I'd need to send it to him. So I typed it up, sent him an email, and I probably won't hear back from them until Monday at best. So hopefully they can get me a spacer out. I have a feeling they're going to make me send this one back before they send me one, so that's going to delay it even more, but we'll see. I would think that they'd send me one with a box I could ship this one back in its place in, maybe with a return label, since I don't know what that spacer's supposed to fit, but it clearly doesn't fit this setup. But I don't know. I'll probably end up paying shipping, even though I feel like I shouldn't, since this is pretty penny for a pulley system and it doesn't line up, which I already knew. That it's very rarely you get these pulley systems that line up perfect, since there's so many variations, especially with small block Ford. I really thought that this setup would not have as much alignment issues, since it's all mounting off of their main plate. So I could see the water pump possibly being off, even though it's their water pump and this bracket, or this main plate, is mounted off of the water pump that they provided. I could see the crank being off possibly, but I feel like these pulleys should all line up, especially the things that are mounted off the plate. So like this power steering, all AC, should definitely line up. They're literally mounted off the backing of this plate, so I don't know why they wouldn't. Anyways, that's where it's at, and stay tuned to find out what CVS says and what they send me, and that will be close to finishing up this thing, and then we can start working on wiring harness, and I can't even begin to think of how I could do any of the turbo stuff or the exhaust piping off or out of the car to have proper spacing. I'll have to wait until the engine's in the car to do that, but I can build out the engine harness, the wiring at least on the engine side. I still need to hook up this hose, and I've got those gates, like heat shrink clamps, to make it all nice like what's on the 302. And I think that's it. I'm gonna get some vacuum plugs so I can get rid of the weird tape, and get some caps maybe for these couple of AN fittings that are exposed to protect the threads. But yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching.